So good day to you all. I will be your instructor, Gabriel Mendoza. So today I will teach you how to use Git and GitHub. So let's start. So first of all, open your documents and choose anywhere you want to put your folder. So I will choose my desktop and add a new folder and I will name it GitHub. But you can name it anything you want. So I click enter and open your folder, right click your mouse, and open the Git bash here or our terminal. So if you don't have Git here, you can download it from the internet. After opening our terminal, I will just zoom a little bit and put the Git init dot. So what does this do? So it will make the folder a repository folder for the Git. So as you can see, it does make it a repository, and you will see the .git folder. Next, we will change the master branch to the main branch. So by using the git branch -m main, so it will change this master to main. So just click enter again. Now you will see it is have changed to main. So why do we change it to main? So in GitHub, they updated it from master to main. So you will see it later. I will explain it. So moving on, we will open this to our Visual Studio Code. So if you don't have a Visual Studio Code, you could also download it from the internet. So code dot. So this will open our Visual Studio Code. So as you can see, this is the Visual Studio Code. So it is already zoomed in for our lessons. So next, you will click Ctrl N and Ctrl S and save it as an HTML. So I will save it as index.html. Okay, and put an exclamation point. Oh, it will wait. It's still saving. There you go. It's already green. And click enter. And you will see it will generate us the doc type HTML. Next, Ctrl N and Ctrl S again for our CSS. There you go. Style.css. And we will add another one for our JavaScript. Try.js. There you go. And after that, we'll put a div, try, another div, and a button. And a button. So there. After that, we'll put some basic CSS commands. Adding 0, margin, 0. Oh, I didn't need to open this. There you go. And our try class for display flex. And justify content center to center it. And align items center. After that, I will save it. And we will go back to our terminal and put git status. As you can see, there you go. It is red. So why it is red? So it is not already committed yet. So it is not added. So it is not on the staging area. It is on the unstaging area if it's red. So how to make it green? So by using the git add. So we can add this by one and add it all. So I'll first teach you by adding one by one. So index.html, so I will add it here. And as you can see, if I git status again, it is in the staging area. So how to unstage it? So if you don't want to, or you want to some changes from it, so you just copy this and right click and put the name of the desired folder. And git status again. Oh my bad. There you go. It is on the unstaging area again. So next, I will teach you how to add all of this. So git add dot. So what does this do? It will add all this to the staging area. So let's git status. Now it is on the staging area. So next, I will teach you how to commit. Git commit -m for message and initial commit. So why it is initial commit? So every first commit in the GitHub, this is the default message, okay? The initial commit. But you can put anything you want, but this is the default message. So practice this initial commit. So I will click enter, and after that you will see three files have changed, and it is not on the staging area anymore because I already committed. So after that, I need to push it to our repository in the GitHub. But we don't have any repository. So if I push this, you will see that it is fatal. See? It does not appear to be a Git repository. So how to do this? So first, I will go to our GitHub and make a repository. If you don't have any GitHub account, you need to make one. So you can make a repository. So you will click add or renew and put our repository name. So I'll put it GitHub. As you can see, it is available. And you will not click anything from this. Okay? So we'll create a repository. As you can see, here you will put first commit. Oh, I think they already changed it. But I will still go for the initial commit for the default. And here you will see the main. So as you can see, they changed the master to main. So that's what I'm talking about. We changed the master to main. So next, you will copy this to the Git remote. So this origin will be the repository branch for our folder. So we will put our files here. So right click this. You will not click the Control V, it will not work. See, it didn't work. So by right clicking the mouse, it worked. Okay. So enter it. So to see that this works, you need to git remote show origin. So what does this do? Okay, let's enter. You will see that the repository is added to the fetch URL. So we could fetch now and we could push now. So we could try to push. So why the head branch is unknown? Because we are not pushing any folders from it. It is empty. Okay. So how to delete if you don't want this origin or the repository? So you will just click git remote delete origin. Oh my god. It's not delete. Git remote remove origin, I mean. There you go. So if we git remote show origin again, it will be fatal. Okay, as you can see, we don't have another Git repository. So right click again. Oh, I mean, not that. We'll just use our old. So let's find it. It's a little bit baggy. So yeah, there you go. Enter again and git push. So we will have an error saying we don't have the origin main. So how to fix this is we will copy this. There you go. And right click. So what does this do? So every time you push, you will not have to put git push origin main, only git push. It is shorter and easier. So enter. As you can see, there you go. We have push the main branch. So we push the files to the main branch in the repository branch of the GitHub. So this is a local branch. So we push it to the repository branch, okay? So if we try to git push again, it will say up to date. Oh, everything up to date. So we don't need the git push origin main, okay? So next, we will refresh this and you will see the files that we made. Great. Okay, this is the index.html that we made. There you go. I am a button. and the style.css. Okay, great. So I forgot to put here the CSS. So I don't remember the code, so we'll just put it here. You will see to update here. So you put link and the style.css. Style.css. There you go. So we will update the main from the file. So okay, so we will still update from the local branch. I will teach you how to update from the repository branch. Okay. So you will put git add again. There you go. Oh, you could also use git remote. Never mind. Git commit -m updated HTML, or you could put baggy. You could put added link to CSS. Okay, so you need to make it clear so you will understand what you updated here. Okay, so next we will try the git push command to see if it works. Because earlier it didn't work, we need to put git push origin main. Oh, as you could see, it worked. So it is a little bit shorter, so it is time changing. Okay, so let's go to our GitHub and refresh, and as you could see, it is here. Okay, so now we will try if this we made works. Okay, so we will open it from the live server. So if you don't have a live server, go to the extensions and download live server and prepare. So what does prepare do? So it makes your code alignment prettier, as you could see from the name. Okay, so let's go from the open with live server, and as you can see, it is centered, and this is the I am a button. So we could clearly see it works. Okay, so let's just close it, and I will teach you now what if we add from the repository branch. So okay, I will add a file, create new file, and try that PHP. Start trying it, okay, from the name. So as you can see, we have 4 files now in our repository branch. So when you go back to our local branch, let's move it a little bit, and do ls, meaning we will see our files, the ls. And as you could see, it is only 3 files. And here we have 4 files. And if we do a git remote show origin, we will see it is local out of date, our local file or our local branch. And the remote branch is on track. Okay, our repository branch. Next, so how to pull it? So basically, we will need to fetch first it. So git fetch. So we will fetch it. There you go, as you can see, and do git pull. So we will have an error here. Oh, never mind, we didn't have an error. Oh, because I remembered we make our git push to set, okay? Earlier we did to set upstream. So we only need to use git push and git pull, okay? If you remember it. So let's find that. Okay, see this set upstream. So what does this do is we will shorten it. So we will not need to use git push origin main and git pull origin main. So it is shorter and it is not time consuming, I mean. So next is we're gonna refresh this and see what happened. Oh, I mean, not that. I mean our local branch. ls again, as you can see, to try.php is here. And git remote show reveal to see if it's still out of date. And now it is up to date. So our local branch and remote branch is on up to date. Beautiful, isn't it? So next, I will teach you how to add branches in GitHub. So why branch is important? Because if you are adding some codes to your child branch, the main branch isn't affected, okay? So I will teach you now how to make a secondary or a child branch. So first is you will put git checkout, meaning we will check out from the branch that we will make. Dash B for branch and the name of our branch. So I will just name it child branch. So you will not be, so you or rather you will understand it. Okay? So as you can see, we are from the child branch now. So how to go to the parent branch? So git checkout main. So we will go back to the main branch and put the child again. We are now back to the child branch. Okay, beautiful. So if we do a git branch, you will see that we are in the child branch. Okay, add a little bit of dash a, and you would see the child branch isn't a remote origin. Okay, so how to make it an origin to our main branch? So they are not connected now. So first, you will put is git push origin child. So what does this do? So it will push all the files to the child branch. So as you can see, we have a new branch, which is the child, the name of the branch that we name, okay? Or the child branch. So as you can see, we have the main branch, the default, and the child branch. So we will try to edit from here. So okay, so go back to our Visual Studio Code, and you can see from this lower left side, from the corner, you could click the child and the main. Okay, so we go back to the child and edit again. So now I will put here, I have been edited. Okay, you can see it's not edited. So if we git status, it is have been modified, the index.html. So now we need to add it, git add that, and git commit dash m, change the text in the bottom. Okay, enter and git push. Oh, that's what I mean. There you go. So let's copy again this, so we don't have to put the git push origin child. Okay, so we only need to use git push. Enter, and it will now be pushed. Okay, as you can see, it is already pushed to the child branch. So let's go back to our child branch. So it is now updated, and as you can see, the child had recent pushes less than a minute ago. So let's go to our index.html. I have been edited, as you can see. So let's go back to the main branch. In the main branch, it is still I am a button, as you can see. So how could we make it from the child branch to the main branch? So first is we will need to compare and pull requests, but don't click here if you don't have any compare and pull request from the code side. We will need to go to the pull request. Okay. So going from here, click this new pull request, and from the base to the main and compare to the main. Okay. So you need to click the child, because we will compare the main branch to the child branch. Okay. As you can see, we edited this I am a button to I have been edited. So we need to create a pull request to change the main branch. Okay, so next we will need to create a pull request. So after that, you will see a merge pull request here any moment now. Oh, now it's green, okay? So after that, you will see the squash and merge. So what does this do? So this do is it will commit. If you have 10 files, it will commit, okay? It will squash all the 10 files into one. So this, what does this do in the first is it is stale, okay? So we will need to click the create a merge commit. So it is the kabaliktaran of the squash and merge, okay? Merge pull request and we will need to confirm the merge. After that, we will need to delete the branch. So you could not also delete the branch if you don't want, but I will delete my branch, okay? So if you remember, this is the local, this is the repository or the remote branch. And this is the local branch. So we are still in the child branch, okay? So go back to our code area and you will see the main, we are in the main or the parent, it has been edited, okay? And the child is gone because we have deleted it, okay? So let's go back to the child or from our local branch and check out to the main. And I will teach you now how to delete a branch. So git branch dash d for force delete and the name of the branch that we will delete. Okay, so now it is deleted. So let's use git branch. It is now delete and git branch dash a. So if you are wondering why it is not deleted, because we merged the child and the main branch. Okay, wonderful. So let's go back to here. As you can see, it is still not changed. It is still I am a button because we need to push it from the local branch because we edited from the remote branch. So we put the git remote show all game out of date. So we need to git fetch and git pull. Wonderful, isn't it? So go back here and it is I have been edited. Okay. So now we have learned how to add, how to commit, how to push, how to pull, and how to fetch. And I also teach you how to merge from the main to the child branch. So for the last tutorial, I will teach you how to fork, okay? So I have here, as you can see, we could fork this GitHub repository, okay? So now we will click fork, okay? So we could fork it. So as you can see, I have already forked it now. So I will need to copy this and close what we made and close this again. And, oh, rather make a new folder and name it bootstrap because that's the name of what we are forking, okay? And git bash here and right out, not that, sorry. We put git clone and right click, okay? So as you can see, it is cloning the Git repository. As you can see, we already have it, okay? So you will need to open again different Git bash here. And you could see it is main, not master. Because I have already told you, main is the already in the GitHub. It is good practice to change main and master to main rather. Okay? So next, is I need to check if it's okay. So I'll try to git push, update, git fetch. Oh, I mean git fetch rather. Okay, and git pull. Everything is up to date. Git remote show origin. As you can see, these are all the remote branches. Okay, and this is the head branch. So it is all up to date from the local to the remote branch to the GitHub. So next, we'll open this through the Visual Code to see if it works. Okay. Now go to the lower left corner, and you can see we have successfully added or cloned the Git repository. Okay. So if you click anywhere you want and it will open, and you see it is changed. So click another lesson. It's buggy, okay? And click it will change, okay? So now you have learned how to clone or fork a Git repository. So this is useful if you want to edit someone's code or you want someone to help you if you are stuck in a code, okay? So that's all. Thank you for listening.